Okay, awesome. Thank you. So, hello everyone and welcome. Today I am joining Nataliia to cover very interesting topic, very thrilled topic, AI and its influence on our roles, on our project managers' roles. We will delve into this topic to uncover if this is a threat or a superpower for us. And before we jump into introduction, let's go through main rules. We would love to keep the timing of the session up to 60 minutes. Of course, it is recorded, right? Please drop your questions into the chat. Somewhere in the middle, we will make a pause to answer your questions. We would encourage you to unmute and ask us. Please expect a recording to be sent in 2-3 days after the session with additional materials and guides. Thank you. Let's jump to the introduction. So Nataliia, it's over to you.
Thank you, Yuliia. Hello, everyone. Really nice to meet you here. And thank you very much, Yuliia, for organizing this really interesting and demanding event. My name is Nataliia Hradobyk. I'm working as a delivery manager in a US-based startup. I started my career in IT more than 10 years ago. I started as a software tester and gradually achieved project manager and delivery manager roles. Recently, I passed PMP certification. In addition, I have various agile certification. So project management, delivery management is my passion, my love, and I have hands-on experience implementing AI tools and automating AI processes in scope of my work, daily routine. In addition, I have a hobby. I developed my personal brand on LinkedIn platform. I have many digital products like masterclass courses, metrics guide, and AI provides me a capability to combine my professional role with my hobby, because using AI services and no-code platforms, I automate all the business processes, and this also helps me to improve my practical experience and apply my practical knowledge, yes, and experience, and shift it from my personal brand sphere to my career in the IT company and my everyday work with my development teams.
Thank you. As for me, I work as a senior project manager for quite a big enterprise company with rigid security rules. I would like to highlight this because on the one hand, the company is encouraging us using AI, but the tools are under security control and they see everything what we are doing with them. Yeah, I would like to share also about my hobby. I have started running online streams, educational free online streams about the project management, career change, AI tools like this one, different topics that could help others develop their skills and grow. Let's jump into our agenda and what we would like to cover today. We will look into the future role of the PM. It's the most exciting and thrilling topic for me because AI is a game changer now. I do not believe it's like a spoiler, tiny spoiler, that I do not believe it will take our roles, but there is a note, there is a rule we need to follow just to stay on track and develop proper skills and invest into proper skills, I would say, right now. Also, we would love to share with you practical cases. How do we automate our day-to-day routine tasks? I will cover from the security standpoint of what could be used and how. And Nataliia will cover more widely used tools that are accessible almost for everyone. I hope this session would be productive for you guys and you will learn something new. And let's jump into the most thrilled question. Does AI take the job? Our job, right? And in my humble opinion, if you diligently ignore AI, if you do not learn something new, if you do not look for cases where you can employ AI, then you will lose. And likely in 2-3 years, market will push you out from this domain. However, there is a rule: stay curious, stay interested in these rules. What's new? Follow the lead of the AI and try to find time to learn. Instill this habit, everyday learning of the AI tools. Nataliia, I believe you have a point here. I learned a lot from you. You inspired me as well. So I changed my habit during last month.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, Yuliia, I totally support your opinion that current market is evolving rapidly and AI is introduced everywhere. And I share your idea that AI will not completely replace us, but we might be replaced by people who are using AI. Yes, therefore, we need to improve our AI usage to explore new tools and to explore how AI can improve our personal work, personal time management and effectiveness. What I would like to add, very, very important point, that we feed data into AI. And before jumping into usage of any AI tool, especially on the project, you need to think about the data. To use AI effectively, you need good data. That means that your project information must live in your tools, Confluence, Jira, and other tracker you use on the project. If you want AI help you, you have to track your rate log, risks, assumptions, issues, and dependencies. You need to add information to the tickets, not just put like we often use. The description will be added later. Yes. You have to add description, you have to add comments, you have to add explanation why ticket is blocked, why you put flag on this ticket, why you unflag or unblock the ticket, what decisions were made. Everything have to be reported, yes, and put into the database that later on will be fed into your AI tools.
Thank you for sharing your point. I have added some statistical information about our audience today that's very interesting. People try to employ AI tools. Of course, I don't know if they are asking about the weather for today or they are trying to figure out how to be productive and how to automate their daily routine. But the set of the tools is pretty decent. And if we jump to another chart, top concerns and the biggest concerns and how to use it systematically. We definitely will cover it today with our hands-on use cases. And the second point is security and data. As Nataliia highlighted, we must be conscious about the data. We must grow our AI security awareness. And let's move on. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
I would like to add a little note here about security and awareness. And it's really, really important topic because when you are working with the external clients, you need diligently review the contract and review what are the NDA statements in the contract, because sometimes a client strictly restrict using any AI tool in regards to the client's information. In this case, you cannot just feed AI with all the SOW, yes, meeting notes, discovery notes, and so on and so forth. You need to discuss this with your management and develop a policy inside your team how AI can be used in scope of client, current client collaboration. In my current company, we have two cases. One case, I'm working with internal product team, and the owner of the company provide us all the opportunities to use AI within our product. But other projects relates to communication and collaboration with the clients with strict NDA. In this case, I carefully decide what cases I can process with AI and what cases still need to be processed manually.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Even in security, why don't you? Even in high security environment, you should be conscious about the data you're putting into the AI tool. But not only because it would be spilled over around the web. Your leadership is checking what are you doing from time to time. Yeah, let's jump into the most interesting topic. Yesterday's PM and tomorrow's PM, how the role is would be evolved. Why do we think we will not lose? Why do we think that we will not lose our jobs? And what kind of new tasks we are considering for the tomorrow's PM? Speaking about yesterday's PM, all of us did it, right? Board administration, sending updates, manual updates, doing lots of copy-pastes, chasing people, copy-paste reports. That was time-consuming. It took approximately 50% of your time, and sometimes even more, because leadership, decision-making job usually do not take that many resources. But for the PM of tomorrow, we think that everything would be automated, everything simple, all simple tasks, right? Like administrative works, repetitive tasks, daily routines. Even now, you could create lots of AI agents in Power Automate or using tools outside of the Microsoft world. I believe Nataliia will cover it. You will automate your routine tasks, and you will focus on people, on leadership, on decisions making, and the role would be considered in a different way. Nataliia, what's your take on it?
Yes, I believe that project manager will perform strategic role and AI will perform a hands-on activity. So project manager will be a strategist and AI will perform a role of his hands. And I encourage everybody to start connecting AI to your tools that you are currently using on your projects. If you do not have so strict security rules, like in Yuliia's environment, you can now connect Claude to such applications as Gmail, Google Calendar, Slack, Jira, Confluence, Notion, Gamma AI, and many, many other tools, and use AI as an agent without any developers or technical skills. For example, what I am doing now. In our company, it's not forbidden to connect Claude to internal tools. I connected Claude to Slack channel, to Confluence, to Jira, and simple case that I can share with you. For example, at the end of the sprint, I normally send the sprint result report, into the corresponding Slack channel. In the past, I spent around 30 minutes, to compose this report. Now it took me 10 seconds because I created a dedicated project in Claude, a dedicated chat where I wrote the instruction for this Claude in this chat to perform particular actions when I put in the chat a particular comment. So when I put in the chat, please generate the sprint result review report and send it to the chat. What Claude do? It retrieves data from the Confluence because we have a Confluence hygiene rules. At the end of each sprint, we are creating a sprint review Confluence page, and Claude retrieves data from this Confluence page regarding the sprint goal, was it achieved or not, and any other important past sprint information. Then it retrieves data from Jira regarding the new sprint that was started. And we have a rule to input into the Jira the new sprint goal. And also I am putting the table with the resource allocation. And it takes me several minutes to put all the information. I'm just sending the comment, and this report is automatically sent into Slack channel. And this is one of the example how you can use agentic approach with Claude without even building an agent, but just providing instruction that will be triggered by your comment.
That's actually absolutely amazing. As far as I remember, you are conducting session about this agents or MCPs, and likely it's a good point to share the link if someone would like to learn more about it. You inspired me to learn it for my personal projects, for my personal tasks. Unfortunately, I cannot use it at work, but that boosts my productivity. And for my personal projects, I had such a huge time saver using MCPs, having connection between Claude and Gamma on my personal tools. I don't want to share here. It's like not a wide project. But yeah, honestly, it's the best. In 2 hours, I think it's about like 1.5 or 2 hour session. You will get more knowledge about Claude MCPs and how to apply it to your particular use cases. And I believe that's my turn to share with you how do I use Copilot, Microsoft M365 Copilot license I do have, and I try to employ it to all routine tasks. And the first one, status reports. This Copilot tool has perfect composition. It has notebooks that is very close to Notion. I try to use it as my prompts library, because I have repetitive tasks, repetitive works, and status reports on the weekly basis. I must go and tailor it again and again. And of course, I don't want to repeat the same prompt or tailor from scratch. And yeah, I use it as a library for my prompts. All what I need to do, just copy this prompt, add transcripts for the current week. I do it actually every Friday. Add previous report from the previous week. And as a result, in a few minutes, I have pretty well-tailored status report ready to be copy-pasted into my email for the leadership. Of course, I do review it. I do re-estimate sometimes risks. I do argue with the AI on its point of view in regards to risks and dependencies, because it's a machine and we are human. We are closer to people and closer to understanding what's really going on. As well, Copilot has a very good feature. I discovered it recently. It has Think Deeper based on Claude models. And definitely the result is much better. I do enjoy using it. It takes more time to work with your prompt and documents. I usually sometimes I wait for up to 5 minutes. But in the end, I have really good results for reporting, for meeting notes. This week, I used this Think Deeper plus agents, Excel and Word agents I use every week. And they built into this Copilot tool. And for instance, this week, I tailored racy metrics based on transcript between technical guys. So it made a really decent document. And of course, in the prompt, I mentioned about PMI best practices, where to pay attention on. But in general, I didn't do it manually. The tool tailored it in a couple of minutes, and then it took me about 10 minutes to review with the developer who was leading this meeting, and it was approved very quickly. Status reports, weekly basis, with Copilot, with my prompt library, agents, they are perfect for preparing drafts of the documents. Recently, I prepared instruction on how to conduct demos for CEO level. Sometimes we need to guide teams, right? And I used this word agent, and in the prompt, I literally copy-paste feedback from my leadership. What do they want to have, right? I didn't tailor like a super huge prompt. I likely used this, like here, like Nataliia, you made this prompt, right? And I usually apply the same approach, just avoid writing everything on my own. Plus, I'm copy-pasting every feedback I have just a tailored document. And together with agent, I got ready-to-go document with minimal corrections, very high level of accuracy. Even that's why I would like to highlight, even if you have high level of security, likely you will use Microsoft Word tools, and they are pretty good to be used even with these day-to-day operations and tasks. Meeting summaries. MS Teams is giving us summary, AI summary. Honestly, I don't really love it. Usually I take a prompt from my library and run transcripts through this prompt to have better view. Sometimes you need to sort it out. Who is the audience? Is it CEO? Is it leadership team? Is it like normal team? Who should you send it, right? So that's why I do encourage, if you have just a Copilot tool, please go ahead and experiment, be curious, and try to figure out how to use given tools into your day-to-day operations. I believe later I will share Power Automate cases. It's like another level of automation. And Nataliia, would you love to share here any other hints on AI utilization?
Yes, for sure. And I really like that you touched the point of prompting, yes, how to create a good prompts. And what I see that often people ask Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini, like they're asking Google. And to receive well-structured result, you need to create a well-structured prompt, but very often we have no time, we are rushing, and we have a lot of information to put in the chat, and this information is flowing in a really chaotic way. So what I am doing in this case, here on the slide you see the try prompt, yes, section. My tip and trick is to write all the information from my head in a really unstructured, yes, way. I'm writing everything I have on my mind, and then I add this prefix. My request is in a free form. Rewrite my request as a structured prompt that will produce the best possible result. My request, and then I put all my thoughts. And after I started using this approach, the quality of outputs of Claude and ChatGPT increased dramatically. What other tip and trick you can use? You can put this prefix, yes, add your thoughts, and at the end, add suffix. Ask me any question if you missed important information to compile the effective prompt. And in this case, the Claude or ChatGPT will review all the provided information and will decide if this information missing anything important to compile the effective prompt. And when you are typing your request, always follow the structure, the context, the role, and the desired outcome. In this case, you will receive the really effective results and outcomes, and you will not spend much iteration, yes, to update your request. And another important thing I would like to add, please explore available AI features into your tool set. For example, if you are using Gmail suite, Google Suite, in Gmail there is an AI option to write down, for example, an AI request or draft an email, and AI will update it and structure it directly inside the Gmail window. So you do not switch between the application, copy the email, paste into ChatGPT or into Claude. You can create a structured response using AI directly in the Gmail. The same with Microsoft Suite. As Yuliia mentioned, there is a Copilot, and Copilot is available from every MS tool, and you can turn on the Copilot and ask the Copilot to resolve your request directly in Excel, in Outlook, in PowerPoint presentation. Moreover, Claude now is available for Excel and for PowerPoint. And for example, in our company, we are creating reports for our clients in PowerPoint decks. And what I'm doing, I'm turning on the Claude and I'm asking him to duplicate the last slide of the presentation deck and update all the information in the report. For example, update the reporting dates, because we are putting dates in many places, and when you're updating them manually, it can take you several minutes to update it. I even can put the data about the budget and man-hours utilization, and I'm asking Claude directly in the PowerPoint to recalculate current week utilization status. And it also saves your minutes, yes, for creating report. Then you can draft a text, put text into the Claude PowerPoint and ask him to rewrite this text as a status report, concise status report, yes, from a senior project manager point of view, and add it to the slide. And Claude automatically replaces, for example, the last week updates with your new updates and construct the answers to fit into the form of your report.
That's a nice point. We are in the middle of the session. Guys, are you with us? Do you have any questions? We would love to encourage you to unmute yourself and address your questions directly, if any. Okay. Any questions to us, ladies, gentlemen?
Sorry, can I ask you in voice, or should I type it?
You could vocalize your question. Please go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank you you really shared some really nice insights, and I was listening, and okay, I will use this, especially this prompt insight about how to phrase it, because actually, yes, sometimes you're just stuck thinking how to put all the words together to make it into something readable, which will lead you to a good result. My question is, you mentioned right now Claude built in and integrated in Excel. I also have this feature the company bought maybe a week ago, and my question is, maybe you can share an available tutorial, for example, on specifically how to use Claude in Excel, what it can do. Maybe something very overall basic level, I mean introductory level, just to know the opportunities.
To be honest, I don't have any link to tutorials. I was exploring it ad hoc, but what I would recommend to try to find anything in YouTube, because nowadays YouTube is the best library for such quick study materials. And it's what else you can do? You can ask Claude itself. You can ask him, open the report or open the Excel file and ask Claude, how can you help me with this file? How can you help me with my work? And to describe him, what are you doing normally with Excel? Are you generating any report, or you are creating analytics? One of the case, how I used Claude and Excel together. At the sprint planning, we need to quickly understand the ratio of our available capacity and required effort for the sprint. And team is not estimating work in story points. We have various disciplines, and for our case, more effective way is to estimate work in hours. So we are decomposing each task on a discipline-related subtasks. It's a backend, front-end, UI, UX design, architect, QA, and so on and so forth. And representatives of each disciplines are estimating their subtasks. And during the sprint planning, I have quickly, yes, to make a report and calculate this ratio. So what I did, I exported the information from Jira, I fed it into the Claude, and I asked Claude to create me a template that will automatically calculate the capacity, effort by people, the capacity by people, required effort by subtask estimation, and provide me a summary. And Claude did amazing job. It generated the file which I connected to Jira. And what I do now, I'm uploading the information from Jira using JQL integration. And in several seconds, I have calculated ratio of required capacity and available efforts with the highlighted risks of overloading or underloading by a particular discipline. And when I would like to understand the capabilities of a particular AI tool, I am asking directly, how can you help me with this? For example, now I'm working on automating report in PowerPoint. I opened the Claude chat, I put the report there, and I asked him it using the prefix. Yes, I asked it in a free form, but I used a prefix, and my request was how to automate this report. Please provide me any possible way and compare options based on efforts, yes, and technical knowledge. And now I'm in process, yes, of analyzing the possible options and deciding with which option to go.
May I also ask a question?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. I really like the example with using Claude in PowerPoint, and I wanted to ask: have you tried the same prompt or the same actions in Copilot? Because I remember I was experimenting with Copilot some time ago, like a year ago. It was the stupidest model possible. I see the improvements. Finally, it works with their own products much better than it used to be. But like, have you tried, and why did you decide to use Claude for Microsoft applications like Excel and PowerPoint?
Yes, I tried Claude for several times, and I didn't like the outcome. And the company had the opportunity to connect Claude, yes, for Excel and PowerPoint, and I'm using Claude on everyday basis for other tasks, and I know its capabilities, and for me the quality of outcome of Claude's model are the best on the market as of now. I stopped using ChatGPT. What I'm using now, Claude and Gemini, because Gemini has out-of-the-box integration with all the Gmail suite. You can ask Gemini what meetings I have next week. Find me letters from the following senders. Combine me statistics, I don't know, how many consultations I had last month. And everything is out of the box. You should not even connect any MCP servers to Gemini. With Claude, you also can connect Claude to your Gmail, Google Calendar, and Google Drive, but you need to use this MCP connection, so some technical, this integration step is required.
I also like Gemini, but the workflow you mentioned works only if you are in the Google environment, if your company works with Microsoft. So then
Yes.
Gemini will not work, and you have
yes,
to somehow work with Copilot.
Unfortunately, yes. And maybe Yuliia can share her experience because her setup is similar to yours.
As I shared in the beginning of the session, I do experiments. I try to employ every possibility that Copilot provides. Like with these agents, I discovered a month ago this think deeper based on Claude models in the Copilot chat. It helps. Based on this think deeper, I built my library of the prompts. I know that it's not perfect, but when you do not have any other option, you must employ it in a very productive way. Plus, one bonus, it has access to all your documents, meeting recordings, and it could search through your organization. For me, it's a huge bonus when I'm getting ready to meetings with the leadership, and if I have questions, I can just check what does it mean, which teams are involved, who I can connect, up to people and their roles. And for me, it's a huge bonus. But again, depends on your tasks. I hate Copilot in PowerPoint. It's absolutely useless thing for me. I tried. I watched videos on YouTube. I went to search and brainstorm with Copilot chat, how to improve, how to make the slides I need with my brand colors, with my company brand colors. It doesn't employ this prompt. It just ignoring brand colors of my company. It did crazy things, and unfortunately, I cannot automate it now. But Excel agent, Word agent, they are working perfectly, and I'm tailoring my documents with minimal corrections, honestly. The only thing, yeah, I was so upset when I figured out yesterday that Gamma is blocked for me now, and I cannot use it from my working laptop, and oh my God, how should I proceed and live in this life? Manual presentations, yeah. I hope we have covered and a little bit helped, yeah. Any other questions, guys? Ladies. Okay, looks like we are good. We are good to move on. Thank you. No, we have a question. Irina.
Yeah, my question is like mostly just I wanted if you have this experience and you can share your opinion. So like PM is not like working like in silo, right? He's part of this SDLC process. And my main concern in this like AI versus PM thread is like the whole process is changing. Developers start using coding assistants, right? So they, and even in our company, the conversations are around like, okay, now the whole workflow changes. And I'm just interested in your perspective, how this will impact just your thoughts, how this will impact the PM role and in this collaboration with developers when they mainly do give something as an input to AI tool, and then they just do those tasks in, I don't know, minutes, hours, and people in our team, like some architects, say that, okay, we don't need sprints anymore. So I'm just interested in your perspective around that.
That's quite hilarious question. Sorry for that, because I live in this huge, heavily changed environment. For instance, I was assigned to a new program 7 weeks ago. During 7 weeks, we already, well, actually, it was my task, change the PDLC for the dev team. Of course, they are employing AI tools for code writing. Again, nobody returned to me and said we do not need sprints. They need structured work. They need guidance. So looks like this developer, I don't know what does he want to avoid, but they could work faster. They could deliver faster with these tools. We need to highlight that here is a speed point. We could compete with main competitors, and we could win in this race. But still, guys, we need to deliver in phases. We need to show value to the client or to the internal stakeholders under our organization, right? That's why we will utilize the sprints. Yeah, you used this code assistance. Probably this assistant wrote a lot for you for all dimensions, right? Plus, you probably encourage them using this vibe coding, testing hypothesis, right? Understand, does it have value to deliver further, right? In the very early stage. So these are benefits, but still, They need structure, they need scope, they need to understand how the scope should be delivered. Code assistant will not write from the beginning to end the entire project. It's not true. No, it will not write the entire features in 2 hours. No, still we need QA assistance and we need to have structure and guidance.
I can add here that unfortunately it's not it's other reality already. I have a friend who is working for a big company. I would avoid any names. So they already have agents that are implementing projects from idea to ready for production deployment increment. And all the work including creating PDR, asking question if some information is missed. This means interviewing stakeholders, creating high-level and low-level architecture, coding the application, testing, covering by code, by unit tests, testing, deploying, and everything is done by agents. So Irina, it's really good question, and I believe we need to develop our soft skills, our communication skills, and project managers will be the connectors, yes, between stakeholders, between the requesters and the technical team that will transform, because I believe we would have several technical engineers who will oversee the team of agents.
Yeah, thank you.
You just dropped an idea for me, automate requirement gathering. Yeah.
Yes, it's already
using agents.
In the company that I can't
voice.
They just create context MD or something file, and this file has specific structure where you add like the project description, constraints, something like, yeah, we also have set. It's not like for each project, but we have some pilot projects where we test this. Yeah, that's why the role of a BA, PM was like, is being questioned. So that's like,
yes. But in general, yeah, sorry for asking, but in general, even if a client or whoever populated this document, someone should validate and review. Who will do it? A person. Machine cannot judge it, and the person should jump in, like human in the loop. Where is the human in the loop, right?
We would need less human capacity for implementation process. Yeah, there will be human in the loop for validating. And as I mentioned, there will be a team of agents, yes, and for example, a technical person who will oversee the technical side, some business analyst representative who will oversee several projects and outcomes from business analytic agents, and project manager who would need to transform to maybe product/project manager, yes, to validate their input from business and make sure that it's aligned with the business strategy and business goals.
We slightly came to this slide and covered future role of the PM. However, before we will move on, I would like to encourage you, for those who are working with the rigid rules for the AI usage, who are working with the Copilot and Microsoft tools, if you have access to the Power Automate, just experiment. I made huge mistakes with it. About 2 years ago, company started instilling this mindset, you must use Power Automate, you must use AI, right? I ignored this tool. I didn't experiment with it. But there are so many tiny tasks could be automated, like notification sends. Every week I need to ping several people to provide me updates. It could be automated. And date could be a variable that could be changed every week automatically. Documents update, sending, if you conduct one-to-ones, it's a good point to record this meeting and have a Power Automate flow to send you either notes, action items, or anything like this. I know people in my company that they are employing it, who are conducting one-to-one meetings, and that's very useful. You show kind of interest in this person. You know what happened last time. Yeah, and it was automated. You shouldn't keep it in mind just to outsource this activity to the AI. I think we will send some tiny guides, right, with hints how we could use either Copilot plus Power Automate with cases. And Nataliia, I believe you are the queen of the cloud. I'm learning from you, honestly, and try to employ. Might you could share as well some hints. Shall we move on? It's about skills. We went through these skills already, but it would be nice to highlight that prompting is a main skill, but already we shared a hint how to make it easier, right? How to gather them in the library, either Notion or notebooks in the Copilot libraries. No-code automation, you must learn it. You cannot avoid no-code automation tools. Everyday tasks can be automated, can be, I don't know, they could run for you. You could even forget about them automation. Nataliia, I know that you are using Zapier, you are Make certified, and could drop a couple of points in regards to these tools.
Yes, Zapier, Make, and N88, they're a powerful tool, and they can automate integrations between tools you're using in scope of your project. For example, maybe your clients has no access to your Jira, yes, and they are sending emails with a request that have to be manually converted to the Jira tickets. You can set up automation flow using Zapier or N8, and when you receive an email with a particular subject or on a particular email, it should be automatically converted to a particular Jira ticket in the particular Jira project. Or maybe you have some Google Forms, yes, to be populated by the client. And depending on the answer in the Google form, you would like to send a particular email. For example, you are collecting NPS score, yes, and you would like to send one type email in case user put low grade, yes, of NPS score, and another email in case respondent selected the highest score. This also can be automated by no-code platforms, many HR processes, onboarding processes. So everything that you are doing with data, yes, inside your applications can be automated and should be automated.
Thank you.
And there is an MCP connector in Claude for N8 and for Zapier, for Make, and you can create these automation flows even with no any technical background. You can just ask Claude, create for me automation flow that will do the following and describe by own words what you would like to automate, which process you would like to automate.
Oh, I could confess here, because I use Copilot for building Power Automate flows. We are brainstorming together how to do it better and how literally I can build it, which steps to execute. It's a real game changer, honestly, and I ignore it for quite a long time. Just try, experiment, be curious. And the third point, understanding LLMs. Again, it was my mistake. I made it again. And only 1 month ago, I started drilling into Copilot, what's under the hood, how can I use it productively, and discovered GPT models, Claude models that could be turned on and used for better results of your work. Right. Microsoft stack, we talked a lot about this, and data-driven decisions. Starting from the leaders of your companies, they are definitely employ AI a lot. They are super busy guys, and from what I am seeing, they are like very savvy in this AI usage, and you cannot ignore it. You must kind of be better, be curious, learn, employ tools. Honestly, there are a lot of free courses like Anthropic, right? Microsoft as well is providing free courses. Just try them. If they work for you, improve your prompting, how to use tools, anything
Yeah,
is.
we will share. I will provide
You will share. Awesome.
Yes, we will share it with in the email. Yes, with all the materials. I will add
Great.
the list of free courses that you can explore. You can pass, yes, to increase your AI awareness, to increase your understanding and practical usage. And what hint I would like to share: if you are starting using any platform, explore if this platform provides educational resources. For example, Gamma AI, the AI tool for creating AI presentations, and it's really game changer for project manager. You can create presentation in minutes, and it has academy, its own academy, 1-hour course that uncovers all the features of this tool. You spend 1 hour, but you know everything about this tool, how you can use it. So I will share with you the links to the platforms. Yes, I would recommend you to explore, and you can use this approach, yes, with the new platforms you would start using.
Yeah, that's really a good highlight. Because when you know how to use the tool, it's definitely a game change.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there is no any official educational materials, go to YouTube. Find any recent video, yes, with a lot of
Viewers.
And it's another way how to quickly jump into the tool and start using it productively.
Yes, it's actually now my approach. And I try to find something fresh, like, okay, it was launched 3 days ago. I definitely need it. Not 6 months ago, not 3 months.
Yes,
Guys,
yes,
world is changing. Yeah. Okay. And the last one, we have a question in the chat. Does Gamma AI follow your brand book guidance? Can you prompt it using your company templates? It does, honestly. Yeah, it's the best. For me, it was a game changer for my personal projects. And
recently I conducted a master class about using the Gamma AI tool and how to create various presentations for personal usage, for corporate usage, and even for social media. I can share the link here as well, and you can know everything and even more, yes, about the Gamma using this masterclass. All the practical tips and tricks.
That's what I definitely recommend, because I took this masterclass as well. It really helps to work quicker and to prepare your visuals much quicker. Any questions, ladies? Guys?
Hi, Yuliia. I have a question to you. So you mentioned you work on enterprise company. Did you have any like restrictions on using all the AI tools? Because I work for a big company and we have Gemini integrated to all our like G Suite and like all other things. So I'm like not sure if I can use all other AI tools. Like, did you have any restrictions or policy about that?
Yes, it's strictly forbidden use GPT, Claude, as I shared yesterday, figured out that they cannot even open Gamma tool in my working laptop, so it was blocked for me. They have Copilot license, Microsoft actually ecosystem. They bought everything from the Microsoft company. As well, what my current company did, they copied models from Gemini, Claude, GPT, other famous tools. And you could have like a session in this internal tool, in the copied internal tool, but it won't be saved. So for me, it's like a huge minus. And of course, it doesn't have that functionality as initial tool. So you are quite lucky. You have this G Suite, and I think it's a bit better than Microsoft one. At least I took a course from Google in regards of these AI tools, and I definitely loved it. It has so many possibilities. And when I started to drill into the Microsoft tools to figure out the same features, no, it didn't have. So huge restriction, all tools would be immediately blocked. I cannot open any of them. They are just blocking automatically. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. So I'm thinking like if I can learn something new, but I'm like afraid that probably it would be blocked, but maybe I need to investigate what I already can do with the Gemini integrated to all the tools.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I am doing with Copilot. Okay, if I'm complaining, if I cannot use it productively, have I done everything to discover this tool? So I started from this question, right? And this discovery was an eye-opener. And currently, I'm tailoring my libraries, I am using agents, and I'm just living in this MS world. To be more productive, fast. We can use any adjective here, yes, but I started being curious. I started employing new habit in my life. So everything started from the mindset shift, not from the new AI tool in my company.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Question?
Maybe I will start to be curious as well.
It's a hard skill now. It's unavoidable skill. As I told you in the very beginning, we could diligently ignore AI, but we will be pushed off from the market. We will lose our jobs. AI is a must-have even now. Even if you apply to the new position in the CV, put some highlights about AI. What do you use? What kind of cases? During the interview, highlight what did you automate. It would be a huge plus for you as a PM, even now.
Yes, and you can use AI and automation tools on your pet personal projects, like I did, yes, for my brand. And now I have 50 plus automated scenarios in Zapier that fully cover all my business operations. And AI knowledge provides me capabilities, work as a delivery manager on regular work and build my business, yes, and receive additional income. And everything is thanks to AI and no-code platforms.
Okay, any other questions, ladies?
So, Yuliia, our time has...
It's running out, yeah, it's running out. Okay, if you have any other questions, we would love to hear them in our DMs. we would be happy to answer for sure. And yeah, in 2-3 days, we will share a recording, presentations, and tiny guides on how to do your best with your current AI tools. Nataliia, it's over to you.
Yes, thank you very much for your presence, for your active participation, for your question. As Yuliia mentioned, if you have any doubts, any question, you can send me a message in LinkedIn. I'm answering to all my followers. Yes, in case the question will not took me hours, yes, to answer. I would share, yes, my thoughts and will direct you to the proper resource if needed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you at the next meeting.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.